Hi, I'm Dace from Dace's Rock and More Music Academy. You know, I love pianos like a cat loves shoving pens off a countertop. My number 2 favorite thing about pianos is the insides of them. Isn't this cool? It looks like a whole bunch of guitar strings all bunched up into courses of 1, 2, or 3 strings. Did you know pianos had so many strings inside of them? And when you tap a key, a hammer comes up and strikes the strings, kind of similar to when you strike a string of your guitar. In fact, you could even take a guitar pick and strum the strings on the inside of your piano. Although if you ended up breaking one of those strings, that would get pretty expensive, so I don't think I would suggest doing that. Stay tuned for my number 1 favorite thing about pianos. You won't believe what it is. Actually, you probably will. Number 1 favorite thing about pianos. Drum roll, please. My number 1 favorite thing about pianos is the way the black keys and the white keys work together to make it easy to figure out which note is which. Take a look at the pattern of the black keys across the piano keyboard. Notice how they go in patterns of 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, all the way up and all the way down the entire piano. Pretty cool. Now, we can use that pattern to help us figure out which note is which. For instance, this note right here is the note A. Notice where it's lined up in the pattern of 3 black keys. If this note is A, then this note right here is B. So if this is A and this is B, then this note is C. And if this is A and this is B and this is C, then this must be D. Then E, then F, then G, then back to A. See how we're back at the same spot in the pattern of black keys as where we started? We went through all 7 music note letter names, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then got back to A. Well, that makes things easy, doesn't it? Because now I can find every single A on this piano due to its location within this pattern of 3 black keys. See, there's the note A right there. And if that's the note A right there, then so is that. And there's another pattern of 3 black keys, and the A is there, and there's an A there, and there's an A there, and there even. And that's all the A's across this piano. Now, if I can find all the A's on this piano, I can probably move 1 to the right in both the alphabet and on the piano and find the note B. Let's see, there's A, here's B. And now I can find all the B's on the piano. Pretty easy. And if I can find all the A's and all the B's, well, I imagine I can find all of the notes all over the entire piano. Now, say you thought that the note A was totally off the fleek and you mad wanted to Insta a pic of it onto your bestie's Tic Tac story. You'd be all like, #A, and I don't blame you. The note A does happen to be one of my top 12 favorite notes in modern equal temperament Western Hemisphere music. However, your bestie might get a little bit confused because the note just to the right of the note A on the very next black key happens to be named A sharp. And the sharp symbol and the hashtag symbol happen to be the same thing, otherwise known as the pound symbol or octothorpe, if you will. And most notes have a note next to them that is sharped. This note here is a C. If I go to the very next black key just to its right, we get C sharp. Then there's a D, then up to D sharp, then E, then look, no black key between E and F. So we go straight from this E to the F. But we do have F and F sharp, G and G sharp, A and A sharp, but then B and C, again, no black key in between them. Now let's say you wanted to go down one. You wanted to go from right to left, from high note to low note. Let's start on the note B and go down one key to a B flat. B flat. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, woo, pudding sounds good right now. But you're probably also thinking, hey, didn't we already name that note A sharp? And you'd be correct. We have done that. But I have three names, my first name, middle name, last name. I know a lot of people with three different names. If I can have three different names, why can't a note have two names? Now, there are other more musical reasons why it's got two names, but we'll get to that later on in the future when we get into things like key signatures and stuff. So if I'm going down in pitch, I've got the note A, then A flat, then G, then G flat, then F, then no black key, so straight down to E, and so forth and so on. Isn't that awesome? Finding all of the notes on the piano is pretty easy, and the more you practice it, the easier it'll get. I love piano! Now let's say you wanted to go down the piano from right to left, higher note to lower note. Let's go to this note B